Whoop, whoop, woo! Welcome, everyone, to Jawgust, to the Jawgust race. I am SpaceColonizer, and with me here is Noisepolice.
Hello,
What up,
everybody.
Noise?
Blah, 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 blah. I'm underwater right now. Blah, 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 blah.
My sentiments exactly. We're gonna get things started here in I guess about a half hour, but we got some stuff to talk about beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about what's going on with Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian right now, man? I mean, what is going on with that?
I don't want to violate any terms of service with my answer, so let's maybe stay on topic. Let's stay on
Oh,
topic.
you meant with the Jaws? Oh yeah, what's going on with that? Okay, well, what's going on with that, SpaceColonizer?
Well, I think Jawgust has been a huge success, and I want to give a huge thank you to you boys in the Salsa Shack for having this idea and bringing this attention and activity to the game, and breathing some life into these.
It's Canada, isn't everything frozen over?
This has been great. And, we've had a lot of great new runners on the board. New world records for the new categories, not just one world record. We've had them beat Power One. It's been a great.
It's jawsome. I mean,
it's jawsome.
Jawsome, definitely. I mean, if this month were a Star Wars character, it'd be Chewbacca, because I like to, sharks chew on things.
I guess I would say that it was Josh. I would say that it was Josh Binks, but
Whoa, it's way better than what I said. Wow. We're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen.
Josh Binks. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to use that again.
He made that up, too. Wow.
I made it up just now. That's just the kind of improv you guys have in store for you tonight.
That's a world record Jaws pun. We want to see some other attempts in chat tonight for world record Jaws pun, since Lick Arcade is here and he's a world record man. You understand? The more you drink and break dance and sweat, the better the puns come, okay? You wedding boys and girls. So, but even if you're not at a wedding, you could be on your couch right now. You could be on a boat in the middle of the ocean watching this.
Mr. Tickler's got a good one here. Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt. I'm just thinking of a obese shark with a whole lot of what are those things that suckle on the bottom of a shark belly?
Baby sharks?
No, not barnacles, but there's like sucker fish. Actually, being a shark kind of sounds like a good deal all of a sudden. Anyway, back to you.
Back to me indeed. So we've got a list here of some of the runs that have been posted this month already. I don't think that it's fully complete, but I'll go ahead and read some of these off just to bring some attention to some people's accomplishments. Peco de Guile, who's racing tonight, he's posted Power 1 and any percent runs. Billick has posted personal bests in Deathless and any percent. Noisepolice has been tearing it up in Power 1. Or not tearing it up, I'm sorry. No, you haven't. I was thinking of Lick Arcade. I was mixing you two up for a second in my brain there. You've done some Power 1, and you've been working on any percent, the death route.
Just don't confuse my smell with him.
Don't confuse your smell. Gotcha. Zero the 14th technically hasn't done anything during the month of August, but he, in a way, I think that he kicked off Jawgust early by taking the any percent world record on the 31st of July.
Yeah, what a surprise that was. With the tutorial, the V6 death route, is that right?
That is correct. He learned the run from my tutorial. I haven't even run that version of the route yet, which is funny.
We had to wait for someone to do it. And what the
Slack had already done it.
The first completion he had of it was like a...
It was a 313, so he got a fishing license on his first completion of the run. So for those in chat who don't know, In Jaws, if you get under 3 minutes and 20 seconds in the any percent category, you earn a fishing license. And so Zero did that on his first completed run. So getting the fishing license isn't the hard part. You just have to do the route to get the fishing license. But then once you're there, it doesn't take too long to maybe be world record competitive. Although, you know, as the time gets lower, that's going to get harder and harder to bop each other.
I mean, it was very impressive what Zero did so quickly.
Absolutely.
I mean, he obviously was working on his agility.
What was that? His agility. Oh, okay. Pun went over my head there for a second. His agility. He's got mad gills. He's got mad gills for sure.
I mean, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of adversity in this game. Learning a route like that, first of all, it just seems like it doesn't make any sense until it starts to make sense. I mean, the level of detail.
It takes some getting used to, and you know, the tutorial is definitely dense with information, but it kind of has to be. There's a lot to think about there. But once you have it down, you know, I kind of compare it to, you know, it's a dance. You know, you're learning the steps to a dance. But then once you know how to do the dance, like, you don't have to really think about it. You just do it. So once you got the muscle memory.
I love that analogy until you get to Jaws at the very end, and it's like, we're going to see a lot of perhaps heartbreak on that final screen tonight, don't you think?
I would agree with that. I think that's especially since we're doing no manips as part of the race rule here. You have no idea what's going to happen. You have no idea where you are in the RNG. With a scripted route, you have some idea. There is some strategy to it. But since these racers aren't going to know what to do, we might get a lot of misses. You get 3 strobes as long as you don't use them all up on bad attempts. You know, you've got all the time in the world to get them lined up and get a clear shot.
And in most of my practice, I've been missing like the first pass, but it's just like you can't be defeated. You just got to think of that song, the chorus that goes, "Don't stop, be reefing."
Yes, sir.
We have a counter going on, a live counter in chat. This is good. Yes. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Should I not be doing this? Is this too much or more? I mean, there's no fin I would do for you guys.
I wish I'd come prepared with more puns. Like, I'm trying to think of them now, and it's too late.
Don't worry. I've got plenty of them ready. Okay. You know, we're going to have a great night of Jaws racing. I believe the format is... I have no idea what the format is. The format... Yes, I do. The format is that we have 5 racers, right? We have 5 racers.
5 racers. It's a one-night knockout tournament. So each round, you know, so all 5 racers will race simultaneously, and each round the slowest racer will be knocked out. So we'll go down to 4, and then the slowest will get knocked out. 3 slowest, and then we get down to the final 2, and that'll be a head-on race.
And that's going to be great. I cannot wait to see the victor of that championship. Who do you think are the favorites to be there tonight?
Well, you know, Billick is the most experienced player in the field. He is the world record holder for the Power 9 category, which is a very tough category to be a world record holder in. There is no routing in that category right now. So definitely that experience is going to help him out. So, I mean, He seems like a clear favorite, but stuff can happen. We don't know. There's a lot of races. There's a lot of opportunity for mistakes. He could find himself in the back of the pack during one race, and that's all it takes to get knocked out.
There's a
So
lot
you
of
never
magic
know.
that can happen on race day
There's
too.
a lot of magic.
And it could happen to anybody. It could happen to Billick, or it could happen to a very lucky guy like Peco de Guile. I mean, it could be like Santa Jaws coming right down his chimney and bringing him presents on Christmas
true.
Day.
The typical thing we're expecting to see tonight is that people would get into 3 encounters before meeting Jaws. That is typical for an unscripted run of any percent. But someone could get lucky and only have to do 2 encounters before Jaws, and that's going to be a huge time save if they're able to get the stars to align on the RNG like that for them.
There's 2 things I'm interested to see that you brought up. One, you said stars align. Stars give points in this game, and there may be some substrats that people have been thinking about all day that they may be ready to unveil. I'm excited to see if anybody has anything like that in store.
That would be nice to see someone get the submarine and use it. It does take 30,000 points to unlock the submarine, and getting a perfect 30 out of 30 in the bonus scene for a bonus 10,000 points is a big help towards getting that 30K. So we will see how many submarines we see tonight. I'm expecting not a lot. Not a lot. Getting the points you need is not easy. The RNG does not lend itself too well to high point counts, but
could be a new strat in the Power 1 category, though. I mean, sub would technically be allowed, and now that we have a new world record, I mean, something to explore. Lick, while you're at this wedding, you better watch out. You better come home late at night. You better not drink too much because we're all going to be getting that sub.
True. The Power 1 category does not restrict the usage of submarine at this time. We did talk about it, me and the other moderators, when we created the category. I said, like, hey, do we want to make this a true low percent category and say just no, straight up, just go straight for Jaws, no submarine, no nothing? But basically, we made our decision based off the fact that right now the Power 9 category, it does not require the submarine. It's not a true 100% category. So just for symmetry, we didn't restrict submarine for Power 1. But who knows, if submarine strategies do become the Power 1 world record at some point, and we want to also have a subless Power 1, we might split them up at some point. We'll see where things go.
I understand that you cannot see into the future. But we'll see if there's any sub activity tonight. I think most things are going to be Power 3 from the looks of the practice. And I'm telling you, I'm hooked. I am hooked. I am hooked. Why don't you tell us about the newest category?
Well, Power 1 technically is the newest category, but I think you're trying to pivot to talking about Deathless. Deathless is technically a new category on the leaderboard, but it's also, in a way, the oldest category. This is the way it used to be run before the death exploit was sort of integrated into the game. We're actually watching my run right now, I think, my current PB, which is 2nd place, because I'm going to be using the slower bonusing strats here. Hold on, I am looking at the wrong screen. There we go. So this is a scripted route. This is pretty much all I usually run. And you're seeing the most important thing is getting points. That we're going to have some extra shells. It would have been nice to have exactly as many shells as I need just for fun, but just the way things had to be routed, I got some extra shells. But we're going to get the points here. This is all... There's a few parts of it that are tough, but I think that this route is easier. Other than the bonus scene, I think that this is easier than the any percent route. It's just longer. It is more steps to memorize, but it doesn't have the really tough overworld segment that we have in any percent, where we have to do those 2 shimmies super fast. So I think it's a lot easier. Getting the 30 for 30 here in the bonus scene does take some practice, but is not terribly difficult, at least the strategy I'm using here. In order for me to get a good big PB, I do need to learn the faster, harder bonus scene strategies that Slackinator developed a couple of years ago. The really cool thing for this with this route is going to be coming up here. So normally back in the day for Deathless, before it was an official category, when it was just the way it was run, we would get the submarine in the southwest spawn location, because that's technically the closest place to get the submarine. It's the least off. It's the least off of the whatchamacallit, the path, like the path from port to port. But instead, I'm getting it here in this corner, and watch right now. We're kiting Jaws. We're making him follow us right to the submarine, and there it is. I think something happened with. I can't hear you anymore, Noise. Something happened here with my. Hello? Okay, maybe it's fixed now. And then this is just fighting Jaws with the submarine. This is pretty tough. There's a lot of jellyfish that want to get in the way. And so there's certain parts where it seems very dangerous. And I could definitely get a much better Jaws fight than I got here in my PB. But the most important thing, I think, is to try and get a better bonus scene. And then we're going to get the stab here. Luckily, I got it on the first stab, even though I don't really know where Jaws was going to be. Just kind of guessed he would go left at the end, and I lined up.
Hooray! You did it!
I did it. So, yeah, that's the new route. Easier than any percent, although it is longer. More stuff to memorize. The Jaws fight's a little more difficult. It took some getting used to with the submarine, and you do have to deal with the bonus scene. But other than that, I think the actual encounters, even though there's more encounters to deal with, more encounter to deal with, I think it's an easier route to get attempts in.
Well, that was delightful to watch. Everybody in chat give GGs to Mr. SpaceColonizer for his route, his new run that he's been working on. I mean, there's been a few of these PBs here. Yes, there we go, Ness. Ness is a fisherman himself. More about that next month. All right, so I guess it's time to introduce the racers, huh?
Sure. We got these baseball cards here. These are nifty. So reading from left to right, we got ProfessorRetro going to be running in this. Then we got some guy named Noisepolice, whoever that douchebag is. He's right there.
Crazy to me.
Like
Don't
he
trust
it looks like he needs to be put on several forms of medication, if not more.
Done and done.
Then we got Polsvoice, Peco de Guile, and then Billick, the most experienced Jaws runner in the race today.
Is that Castlevania 2 in the background of Billick's card?
I would assume he does run Castlevania 2.
Is that Goonies 2 in the back of ProfessorRetro's card?
I wouldn't know. Yes, it is.
And Polsvoice, I've never seen that game before. That looks like some
Zelda 2
rip-off game. Yeah.
And then you and Peco de Guile, I think you have real backgrounds because you're losers.
Well, we just game in that super high def. You see?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Well, that's lovely. We have a prize, I think, for the winner tonight. And here it is.
This is
wow.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I can't wait to paint my face on that thing once I win this tournament tonight. Yes.
Oh, you're going to defile this
You damn
absolute
right I am.
masterpiece?
I am definitely going to. Yes, that is my plan. So, Lady Galaga, get ready. You better cheer for me or not.
Prints of this are also available. I don't know if we still have that link in the Discord somewhere, but I definitely want to get some kind of copy of this, even if it's not the original. I want to put this on a T-shirt or something. This is just a masterpiece. This is great. What an amazing job by Lady Galaga.
And she
I'm
probably
really in awe.
painted this on stream. If not, she paints a lot of things regularly on stream on Twitch, and also uploads those things to Instagram and TikTok and all sorts of forms of social media. So if you're into live painting, this is your follow right here.
Yeah, give Lady Galaga a follow for sure.
Well, I think there's nothing we could do to possibly top the pre-show that we've had so far. I mean, it's been so.
This has been the best pre-show ever.
Ever.
And
I think
we stayed on script, and there was a script. All the puns were pre-planned.
Yes, I mean, all the laughs to the puns were pre-planned as well. All the reactions we rehearsed.
Yes, thank you for
you hit all the spots,
the laugh
man.
track.
Thank you. Yes, just like we rehearsed.
Smashing the laugh track button.
And just like we rehearsed once again, we're gonna hit the Avojock. Avojock can't be with here tonight. He unfortunately he was in a deep sea fishing expedition. He said something about a shark cage, but I wasn't really paying attention. But anyways, luckily he recorded all of his commentary ahead of time. So I'm just going to hit the button. Right? Can we get a countdown? I'm going to hit the Avojock button, and then Avojock's pre-recorded commentary will play for the rest of the evening. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I hit it early. Sorry.
Okay. Do we have the recording of Avojock?
Is this on?
Yes. Your pre-recorded commentary is now live.
Okay. All right. So this pre-recorded commentary is coming to you, not live from somewhere.
Yes. And I, for the record, just not to confuse everyone in chat, I'm live. I just have listened to Avojock's pre-recorded commentary, and I know how to respond to it. Isn't that right, Avojock?
Yeah, I had a great breakfast with some Pop-Tarts, and I don't think we can keep this up. I actually am live. I don't know what Noisepolice is talking about. This is not pre-recorded.
Well, if you don't know how to keep it up, there is medication for that.
My oh my.
Wow, we're gonna have that kind of stream.
We are apparently.
Oh boy!
Just harpooning us so early.
Oh, put a pun point up for Avojock right there. Whoever's keeping track of those puns.
That was me, unfortunately.
Oh, it was you? Okay.
It was definitely me. I might be a fan of the good pun.
Pun.
Anyhow, we've got a great race coming up. We've got 5 fantastic competitors that you guys just talked about. I don't know. Have you got a favorite? Who's your dog in this race?
Well, I think we talked about this a little earlier. Billick is the clear most experienced player on the field. There's a lot of RNG to deal with, so just having the most experience isn't going to be everything. All it takes is one major mistake to slip yourself into last place and get knocked out. This is a knockout tournament, to remind everyone of the format. Whoever is in last place in each round will be knocked out of the race. So there's no best of 3, there's no try-agains, there's no get-out-of-jail-free cards. If you get in last place, for whatever reason, you're gone. Death is not a disqualification. This is not a deathless race, although we do expect a lot of the winners to win deathlessly. Death is not a disqualifier, but you only have 2 extra lives at the beginning of Jaws. So if you die, it would be 3 times. It would be a game over, and then I think that would pretty much be an instant knockout. I don't know if we have any rules set up for what happens if that happens to 2 people, but we'll see. Maybe whichever one survived the longest would be the one who stays in. So
if
the first to
somebody
game
gets
over
knocked
or
out,
the last to finish.
If somebody games over, I would say that's not it. Start again. Start fresh. Consider it a reset.
Okay.
Just go.
Okay.
Go again.
I'm
because
fair.
if
that's
somebody
how we
else
want to run it, I'm fair with that. Let's go.
If somebody else gets a couple of deaths, you don't know. Maybe they get all the way to the end. Somebody gets some real bad Jaws trolling. Can't harpoon
We just
them.
don't want things taken forever. Is all. So resetting forever is the one.
It'll be okay. I mean, we're not restarting their timer. Their timer continues. Just because they ran out of lives doesn't mean that they're out of the competition. I mean, if there's nobody else is left, I mean, that's basically the end. You're done there.
Right.
But I mean, if 2 people, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. We've got 5 seasons.
I don't think that's going to happen.
That's probably not. We're talking about
just
fantasy here.
We're talking fantasy, pure fantasy, dragons and everything. So Billick, a clear likely to be in the final 2. But again, anything can happen. As far as who's going to be facing Billick, that's a bit more wide open. Polsvoice is the only other one who has a run in all 4 categories of the game. But ProfessorRetro, I was lurking on his practice before we got started here, and he's looking like he's ready to play. He's ready to play today.
It should be whatever the outcome. It's going to be.
Noisepolice has been playing for a while as well, so he has some experience.
You definitely can't count Noisepolice out.
No.
It looks like Peco's getting ready to go. He's going to probably do a countdown shortly, get the scene switched over here, and we'll get ready to
Okie dokie.
Jaws.
So let me take a look at our race channel. Let me ask.
Just a moment. We've been asked to tell you all to stand by a moment. Noisepolice, just give me a wink. Your mic was hot and making some funky sounds, so I've muted you in the voice chat. Going to switch scenes over here. We're going to start a countdown in just a second, and you're going to see some hot Jaws action.
Okie dokie. Hopefully the audio is all fine and everyone can hear us. And welcome in again, everyone. We're about to start the race here. All the racers to go. It will take a second for the videos to get started.
Just as an aside, it looks like
a little bit of different delays here. So we'll have to adjust for that. Peco got started a little early. Professor Retro started a little late. Quite a bit late, actually.
Yeah, so Peco has the advantage since he's the one actually hosting the restream, so you're seeing his live as it can be directly from the stream, and everybody else is being pulled in remotely. So that is why Peco has a bit of a visible advantage. But
So people in chat here are telling us that one of the games is too loud, and they can't hear us. So I don't know.
okay. Looks like Peco has muted his audio. We're down to.
Okay, so
I think we're back to normal.
It sounds like it was Pico's. So hello, yeah, let's start watching these players play now. Oh wow, Billick has a Jaws appearance in his encounter right now. That's unfortunate. That complicates things. It's going to cause him to have to waste some time to swim around Jaws. It's going to slow down his killing. There is a 2-entity limit in these fights, so you have to kill things and collect their items quickly to keep things going. Everybody but Polsvoice. Okay, now everyone's in the bonus scene. Kind of hard to keep track of how everyone's doing, but I do see some good clears here. Got some good clears here. Polsvoice having a little bit of trouble, but Billick just missed one. ProfessorRetro doing great at the bonus scene up there. Noisepolice not so bad. Yeah, ProfessorRetro. Ooh, okay. These last two waves, ProfessorRetro is having a little bit of trouble with. Billick, of course, he knows what he's doing. He, in fact, taught me how to do this.
Peco got 30 for 30.
Peco got 30 for 30? Oh, good job, Peco.
Billick with a 29. ProfessorRetro with a 27.
So
Didn't
Peco
see
is
noise.
third encounter right now. ProfessorRetro hitting a third encounter. Billick has not hit a third encounter yet. Oh, here he is, and Jaws is going to appear during it. That is really unfortunate. He had that happen in an earlier run too. Noisepolice is dealing with Jaws right now as well. Not during the actual fight yet. It's just Jaws sometimes can appear during a fight and cause some complications. Peco now on his way to his receiver. Polsvoice is still in his third encounter. Billick has exited the third encounter. He should not get into a fourth. It is unlikely that players should get into a fourth encounter just with the way the RNG is set up.
So Billick is at power 2. ProfessorRetro picking up power 2. Looks like Noisepolice is going to get his receiver. Oh, no, he's got his... I'm sorry, I take that back. He's got his power 2. So everybody at power 2 now.
Billick is power 3 and out waiting for Jaws to come to him. There he is.
Oh my god.
Billick is the first to the Jaws fight. Oh, wait, never mind. Peco got started on the Jaws fight a little earlier.
But in a shallow
Jaws
encounter.
fight. Ooh, that's going to be rough. He might not be able to kill Jaws in one fight on a shallow encounter. The encounter is going to finish up pretty quickly as those stingrays are zigzagging to the top of the water. Oh, Noisepolice also with a shallow Jaws fight. That is rough. Those stingrays are going to despawn too early. Peco dies. Peco dies to Jaws.
No.
That is rough. He's going to lose a power level. And he's getting into another encounter. That is rough. That is a rough. And just as predicted, the Noisepolice did not have enough time to kill Jaws in a single encounter.
No, but he got right back into this encounter. Maybe that was an intentional move. He stayed at the surface the whole time.
Well, Jaws does heal up a little bit, so if you can kill him in one fight, you'd really want to. You don't want him to get basically bonus hit points to let him heal. Billick is getting close here to a victory. Professor Retro not too far behind. Not too far behind.
All right, looks like Billick is on to the stabby.
Is. He's going to stab him.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful. Billick is the first, the winner of the first matchup here.
We got a dot done in chat from Billick.
Retro is getting to the stabs now. And that's too
no!
Close. You can't let him get too close. Oh no!
Let's see if we can get him on the second stab.
Yeah.
Got him on the way back.
On the rebound. On the
Very
rebound.
nice.
I love that. Professor Retro, second there.
Oh, Polsvoice with the third. We got some dot dones in chat. We're looking to see.
It did do the reset. We got a game over maybe while I was paying attention to what was happening on some other screens. So we're just seeing whether or not Noise or Peco gets knocked out. Did Peco do a reset, or did he just die again and get knocked down to power 1?
I'm not sure. His score looks like he definitely.
You're right.
He hasn't been. He didn't reset. So
Noisepolice is going for power 1.
It's a risky play.
That is a risky play, but he must know that he's still in it and thinks that that is a risky play. But let's see if it works out for him, Cotton.
I mean, Pico's got all the shells he needs right now after this encounter to go back and forth, get his power 3.
Got more than enough shells here.
So I looked away for a moment. What is Noisepolice? What has happened here? Did he reset again?
Reset again, yeah. The power one attempt was not working out for him, so he just went straight for another run.
All right, so it looks like Peco got an early power 2 encounter with Jaws here. Oh, he's gonna have to deal with those homing jellies. That's not good at all.
Oh, he is. You're right. He's on a pretty late encounter. Those homing jellyfish start becoming a factor, just as you said. I don't know what to do here. I think he should stay at the top as best he can. Let these stingrays and jellyfish despawn, just so that he can move on. That's what I would do if I were in his position. There is a trick where if you're at the very top of the water, Jaws cannot hit you. The only thing that can hit you when you're at the very top there is if a jellyfish comes right up on you, but you got plenty of time to move out of their way. And then a baby shark can get you up there, but nothing else can get you at the very, very top of the water. So sometimes when you've already got the shells you need, just let everything despawn. Because if you kill stuff, their items have to fall, and you have to either collect them or wait for them to despawn. It's sometimes faster to just let things swim, despawn themselves, rather than risk having an item keep one of the limited entity slots locked up.
All right, so we've got Peco at power 3 now, heading out, waiting for Jaws.
Noisepolice has enough shells to get his power 3, but there he goes into his third encounter. So he's very far behind as long as Peco can finish this run out. He's kind of hanging out in the middle of the ocean. I usually prefer to go a little lower so that those stingrays have more space to swim up. But I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. It looks like he's going to be able to get Jaws taken care of in one fight. Noisepolice his receiver.
All right. Yeah, with the power 3, it's not as critical to take Jaws all the way to the floor, but I completely agree. I would be fighting him much lower.
Just for people in chat to be aware, Power 3 is kind of a sweet spot level. That's why we're likely to see everyone going for a Power 3 strategy. For all intents and purposes, at Power 1, you do 1 damage. At Power 2, you do 2 damage. But at Power 3, you do 4 damage. So it doubles every level up to 3. But then after that, it only adds 2 damage, so then Power 4 would be 6 damage. So the cost benefit of how much time it takes to get to the next power versus how much faster the Jaws fight is going to be, there's what do you call it? Diminishing returns for higher power levels. So Power 3 just happens to be this really great sweet spot where you get a lot of damage without having to get too many shells. And there it is. Peco gets the stab. Noisepolice is officially in last place. Let's let him go ahead and finish his run, though. It looks like as long as he doesn't die, he should be able to get this done. I believe we have a special command to send off our racers as they get knocked out. I don't know if we want to play that now or wait for the run to finish there.
Let's wait for the run to finish out. Give Noisepolice his just due here.
That's right. Okay. Oof. We're just letting Jaws get a little close there.
Just trying to give him a big old wet kiss.
Okay, he should be. There we go. Now all he has is the stab.
Let's see if he gets some good luck. Come on, no trolls, no trolls.
Oh, ooh, it looks like Jaws is going to line up. Oh, no. Far too far to the right there.
Yeah, that's the spearhead there. That hitbox is very small. It's not quite as small as it looks on screen, but it is very small.
Ooh, here we go. He should be able to get this stab.
Oh, no.
Close. Must have been too close. Oh, boy.
The pressure is on now. Oh! Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. We see the pause. I think that potentially is a dot forfeit. Yep. And that would be Noisepolice is going to be out. All right. I'm going to unmute him in this chat, see if he's hanging out with us.
The Jaws experience, the proper Jaws experience.
There we go. Noise, you're live with us.
I wanted to give everyone the proper Jaws experience.
I could hear him the whole time. I didn't know if the audience could hear him.
Yeah,
I can't hear him now, though.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, I guess I see. I thought I had muted him from. I guess I used the wrong one. Well,
anyways, I wanted to give everybody the the Jaws experience.
Guess I'll have to watch that back.
Yeah, I'm never watching that back again.
All right.
I'm gonna do the farewell command here to send off our first racer.
Oh no. Drink a beer for me, Lick.
Is Lick watching from the wedding that he's at?
Yeah, so is
I
Chuckles
believe
and
so.
Retrophile too. I would just like to point out that I almost beat the game twice.
Farewell and adieu, dear ladies of Spain. For
Oh,
we've
boy.
received orders for to sail
well
back
played, everybody.
to
Well played.
Boston. And so nevermore
We're gonna take a short break here,
again.
while Pico gets ready for the next race. He has to adjust the TV set a little bit. The rabbit ears are a little malaligned at the moment.
Yeah, we're gonna get ourselves down to just 4 racers here.
Ooh, 4 racers. How do they say that in ocean talk?
4 racers.
That was better than I expected. I gotta turn off all my fans now. Oh, we're about to get sweaty up in here. Who in chat is uncomfortably warm right now? Let's see some emojis to designate your warmness.
So Noise, you attempted to go for a Power 1 run in the middle there.
I started it. I thought it was my only hope. It basically, you instead of doing the fishing hook, which is what the race route to get a shallow encounter, you try to get that deep encounter and then try to bring Jaws down as far as you can. And I saw you talking about me in chat. Imagine trying to extend a fight. You don't know my strats. Anyway, yeah, you bring Jaws down and you have to just milk that fight for as long as you can. That's Power 1. Takes 640 hits, I think. I was told by a wise man once. Yes, Ugly Owl is writing all of this down.
So Billick was the first racer to win, with ProfessorRetro not too far behind.
Nice. All right. I'm sure that they're getting all their strats from the Finternet.
Oh, I have to groan on that one.
That might be a bridge too far.
Yeah. Yeah, bridge too far.
Hey, wait a minute. That's a troll pun. This is not a troll event.
Oh.
This is a shark event.
The troll bridge.
Okay, we got 4 racer layout going here. Avodrak, you're still on. Why don't you call this next one, and then I'll hop in for the the other ones.
Sounds good to me, sir. Just waiting for everybody to ready up here. We've got ProfessorRetro and Polsvoice ready. Peco de Guile is ready. Now we've got a Billick.
Answers are ready. And we are counting them down. And
All right. And they should be off momentarily.
Let's see how.
Again, we're going to see Peco de Guile go first because he has the advantage of live streaming, and then he's pulling everybody else in case we missed that the first time around. So he's going quickly for a shallow encounter.
That started about the same time. The retro used to be on the biggest delay. That happened last time as well. Just kind of mentally sort of thinking, just in case we get anything that looks like it's close to a tie.
Well, push come to shove, we can always frame count real quick if needed.
Well, since it's a knockout, I think it's highly unlikely we'll have to frame count last place.
Well, right, yeah. I mean,
but if we want to get some more accurate times for something later on, we can do that for higher standings. So most of our racers are now in their second encounter out of a likely 3. Although one racer, I forgot who it was in the last race, I really thought it looked really close to them getting the 2 encounter run there.
Now, a 2 encounter run to get enough shells, like that's what we route for, right? That's what your death routes for, and your deathless route tries to get all the shells you need before the bonus encounter to try to avoid it.
That is correct. 2 encounters is the goal. So in deathless, it's the bonus scene gives you plenty of shells in deathless. For deathless, it's really about getting the points. You need to get 30,000 points after 2 encounters and the bonus scene. And the shells, they'll usually be included somewhere. For any percent, we're kind of doing 1.5 encounters. You get into the first encounter and die after you get a certain amount of shells, and then you do the first encounter again. Technically, that's sort of the purpose of the death, and that's
right, because that death stops you from getting the bonus scene after the second encounter, right?
Right. Well, it's because we're doing the first encounter again. So the second encounter is technically happening during the Jaws fight. So if you fail to kill Jaws in one fight in any percent, you'll get the bonus scene right afterwards. So you're really just delaying the bonus scene.
Right,
Polsvoice takes a death. Oh, boy. He's back down to 2 shells. I don't know if he had leveled up already and lost a level, but he is not looking like he's in a good position right now. He has to go get the receiver again. This might give him more opportunity for points to get a submarine unlock.
And it looks like
he's gotten
Billick,
his power 3. Peco de Guile just got his power 2. ProfessorRetro going in for his power 2. Peco de Guile getting his power 3 and coming out to wait for Jaws.
Looks like Billick has been going full mash strats. He seems to have a pretty darn good mash there. It's not like it's a super lightning fast. It looks like he's got kind of a good rhythm where it seems to be halting Jaws enough.
Yeah, mashing is not bad strats. They're just not optimal for world record. But in a race situation, mashing's a pretty good strategy. It's definitely, I would say it's easier. Maybe not, it's not easier on your arm, but it's easier to not die because you're swimming behind Jaws while he swims away, as opposed to being in front of his face and trying to swim away a little bit. So it's definitely good race strategy to go for mashes. It's just not optimal for world record attempts.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get yourself caught in front of Jaws and get bit. Billick onto the stabby. One and done again. Nicely done.
Nice. Peco not coming too far behind. And you know what? With the ProfessorRetro had a bit of a delay with getting his run started. He technically might be ahead.
This is true.
We had timers. Maybe not. I don't think he was this far behind.
It is very tight. Very, very tight.
Ooh, Peco!
Ooh, beautiful.
On the first stab on the first charge.
It's going to be very close between Peco and ProfessorRetro
not
here.
Far behind here. Ooh. Oh, he's going to miss that first stab. Okay, so now Peco definitely officially got second place. I don't think the delay was big enough.
We got a dot done from Peco already.
Okay.
We should be seeing one from ProfessorRetro shortly, hopefully.
Oh, he doesn't get it on the second or third, whichever pass that was.
I think that was the third pass.
I think that was the third pass. Here comes pass number 4. Ooh,
Oh, juked him again.
So Professor Retro, I think I'm not sure if he's learned. Oh, he's got a bit of a glitch screen right here. That is interesting.
Oh, interesting.
I think I've seen that before. I don't remember under what conditions that happens, but I think I've seen, even if I haven't done it myself, I've seen footage of that before.
Oh, a little bit.
I think it was a little too early on that stab. Also, maybe Jaws was a little close.
It looked like Jaws was a little close based on how high the prow was.
That's still too close.
Oh my word!
I think Retro, he definitely needs to put some there. I don't think he quite knows the tricks to doing this. He's not getting Jaws. He's letting Jaws get too close.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. That worked out nicely.
Oof.
But also he kept trying to line up straight with Jaws, hoping that Jaws would come straight towards him at the end, and that's pretty unlikely. You got to kind of just pick a side.
Thanks for the
and
raid.
Wait for Jaws to come.
Much
to you.
appreciated.
You
We're in
don't
the middle
know in advance how Jaws is going to move. A lot of times we just wait on the right of Jaws' fin. You got to kind of wait for him to kind of come to us, or if he goes straight, you have enough time to readjust. But if you stay center on Jaws, and then he changes direction at the end, it's very tough to react quickly enough to stay lined up with him and continue going with him. So that was the mistake Retro was making there. If he continues to run Jaws after today, I'll definitely try and give him some pointers on how to make that stab a little easier. He clearly was having trouble with it right there. So Polsvoice, I guess we're going to let him finish out his run, but he is the knockout. And I was kind of betting on Polsvoice to be the number 2. If I was going to pick who the final 2 were going to be, it was going to be Billick and Polsvoice, since they are the 2 runners who have runs in all 4 categories, and so in a certain way of measuring it.
He definitely just had some bad luck in this run here. Just wasn't coming together. It's going to come down to who do we think is going to take this next race? Who do you think between the 3 of these folks are going to end up in the top now? I mean, obviously you still feel Billick is going to be there. He's had a strong showing thus far.
He's completed the race first in every matchup so far. So you would expect that to continue. Between Retro and Peco, it's hard to tell. They were pretty evenly matched. Obviously, Retro had some trouble with the stab, but other than that, they were pretty evenly matched in this. And then I believe Retro, he beat Peco in the first race, I think. Didn't he?
Oh, yes. Yes.
He won
Peco
first.
had some big trouble in the first race, and Retro was, I believe, second in the first race.
Okay, so
that's a thing I can look at.
It's kind of a toss up between the 2 of them. I don't know. I really don't know.
It's pretty close. They're trading paint for sure.
Yeah, this next one's gonna be a very interesting race. I can say for sure.
Dot not done. Oh, Polsvoice. That's a strong showing from Polsvoice. Everybody get your GZs out for all of these runners. A couple more of these races to go. I think Noisepolice is going to come in and take over on comms here with SpaceColonizer.
Yes, thank you, Avojock, for doing that for me. I had a sudden case of lockjaw. Sorry.
Oh, I hate to see it. We're going to give Mr. Peco de Guile a second here to get the strim ready for our 3 competitors. I'll be stepping out, but please make sure, if you're not already following these fine folks that have been racing tonight, that you get in there and get those follows on. They're all fine speedrunners and streamers in their own right.
I was very impressed by
That's right,
the way Peco pulled it together after the way that first race went, and then he was right on Billick's tail fin for that second one with a spicy. That's got to be a PB for Peco, right? Well, probably, but you know, I think Peco's preparation. You know, Peco, obviously he was able to calm it down, right? He got a little excited, probably because he's also restreaming this whole thing. He's doing a lot of work. And then once he was able to calm it down, I think he's able to calm it down. He likes listening to music. It probably chills him out. You know what I mean? And some of his favorite music is stuff like...
I have not been keeping up with chat here.
It's like Pink Floyd.
How's everyone feeling tonight? If you can still hear me, I don't know if the audio is still live right now. I think it is.
I think one of his favorite albums is The Shark Side of the Moon. I think chat died. I think I officially killed chat with bad punnage. R.I.P. to chat. I think I officially killed chat. Yeah? Is that what happened? Creloce, are you suffering from a heart attack induced by not you know like a shark jumping out of a
Raiders
closet?
from Polsvoice's stream?
Okay, RP. Yes, the Polsvoice is raiding in. Wow, 8? You had 8 viewers watching you race? That's incredible. Please share. Can you throw some of that to the rest of us? So take that bucket of your success. I don't know. It could be like and just like maybe like it's chum, and just throw it out into the waters for the rest of us, so we can get those race viewers, man.
Well, something happened. I couldn't hear you. You were talking there the whole time, and I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I was just kind of riffing until that was gonna rectify itself. It seemed like chat could hear me, and I was just trying to say more and more ridiculous things until something got fixed. Oh, we're doing buckets and spoons. Is this spoony buckets? Okay. Team Spoon right here. Obviously, spoons are the best. There's no doubting about that. Everybody agrees with me on this team.
Bucket and spoony before.
I mean, in Discord, everybody's saying spoons. All the racers are saying spoons in the Discord right now. My commentator agrees about the spoons. Yes, it's all about the spoons. Spoons, there no buckets. Go. Look at all those spoons.
Buckets are for losers. Buckets are for pissing in.
Well, from the best pre-show ever to the best mid-show ever. Well, it's the mid-show. Okay, I think we're ready for round 3 action. And speaking of round 3, we have 3 racers. This is very if
3 on 3.
This is the one to bet on. This is very lucky. That's true. Here.
Oh man, can we get predictions really quickly up in chat?
Yeah, someone.
Can we do that?
Someone get a poll going.
Can someone do a prediction or a poll?
Peco de Guile, ProfessorRetro, and Billick. I got to say, Billick is still performing like he's the favorite, and I think what you said was true about this being a race. At least this one between Peco de Guile and ProfessorRetro. It looks like we are started. ProfessorRetro's got about minus 10, minus 15, and looks like we got the fish hook encounter for both people. Peco needs to get it down. He does. And we'll see if ProfessorRetro does the same thing. I know he will because you showed him what to do.
My prediction for this race is that after this race, we'll know who the final 2 are going to be.
You know, that is
I think that's going to get decided right now.
Got some good foresight. I haven't heard wisdom like that since I read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn lately, actually, by one of my favorite authors. His name is Shark Twain.
Well, I learned from the best at making predictions like that, John Madden.
Okay, well, I'll be, well, I'm Al Michaels here, and why don't you pass it to the big boy, John Madden. What do you think about the game that we have this matchup that's going on right now?
Well, they're playing football, and in football you got to toss the ball to run it and win.
Well, but they're clearly underwater in scuba gear, John Madden. I mean, we have to call a spade here. Can you actually pay attention to what's going on in the field?
Okay. What do we got going on? So we got Billick is now in the bonus scene. He has been performing well in these bonus scenes so far. I think he's gotten 30 for 30 each race. I'm not 100% on that.
That was an ESPN pun. That was great. That was beautiful. Clap, clap. Totally intentional. Go on. I see what you did there. We're all in the bonus scene. We have handshake.
We are all in the bonus
handshakes.
scene. Professor Retro is a little ahead. It looks like he's tied with. It looked like he was tied with Peco de Guile going into the bonus scene, but Retro is on a bit of a delay.
How much time can be made up
ahead.
with a good bonus scene?
Oh, it can be the difference a lot.
So let's see where they all exit.
When you miss a jellyfish, it swims around for longer. Billick did not get a perfect 30 for 30.
Oh, people are getting perfect ones. Wow, Pico got wow.
Pico got the 30 for 30.
I should have practiced. Here we go. All right. Everybody's getting their radio transmitter so they can groove to some tunes on the boat, some yacht rock. We got a shallow encounter here. Oh, this is a strat. Everybody has plenty of shells, though. But
yeah, no shortage of shells here. Pico's got extra shells. If he wanted to go for power 4, he could do it. But
is there a potential death abuse that he could take to speed things up?
Oh, no, he does not want to do that at all.
I mean, that would put him half to. He'd have to get the transmitter.
You would lose your shells. You would start over at the other port. You also lose your receiver.
Yeah, that's the big.
Shells. But you got to rebuy your receiver, and he had already bought it. So,
well, luckily, no deaths here. Everybody's leveling up. We're on power 3, Professor Retro already.
Oh wow! What happened to Billick that made him not get? Did he get a 4th encounter? Is he on a 4th encounter right now?
I'm telling you, those shallow encounters surprised me.
Or are they both on their 3rd? Maybe they're just both on. No, that's a 4th encounter Billick was on right now. Yeah, it's because he hit Jaws. He hit Jaws, and that became the 4th encounter. That's what happened.
Have you explained Jaws' movement yet?
In what way?
And how Jaws moves compared to your boat?
I mean, I haven't. Jaws is usually trying to come towards your boat. Oh boy, Billick getting into a.
He's got the jellyfish graveyard.
He's got the jellyfish graveyard. Wow, this is what we were talking about. Even though Billick was the clear, experienced favorite, he is just getting some bad luck tonight.
The other racers are trying to close this out, trying to make this their one and only Jaws encounter, and then, of course, trying to give Jaws his sweet treat, his sweet release. Professor Retro down to 2 health on Jaws. Meanwhile, Billick is in another bonus scene.
Second bonus scene.
Well, luckily he knows he's the master of the bonus scenes, but oh man. Okay, here we go, Professor Retro.
We could see a Billick knockout here. What an upset that is going to be.
Anything can still happen. Like we just missed. Oh, the rebound. Oh, so close.
It all came down to that Jaws hit that became his 4th encounter. That opened up the possibility for hitting a 5th encounter.
Well, yeah, and now the encounter that he fights Jaws is going to be much more populated with other scoundrels. That's the second pass on Professor Retro's screen. Pico starting.
Come on, Retro. Wait to one side and wait for him to come to you.
Pico barely missing.
Up too early.
And the Professor Retro's going to have to do a little more. Oh, no. Jaws come back.
Oh. That was too close. Too close. Oh, Peco takes it, even though Retro got to the charge scene
Lord.
first. Peco takes the dub.
Oh my Lord!
I need to talk to Retro later.
I thought
and
his shark was
Jaws
worse than
gets
his pike.
fully healed. Jaws gets fully healed. Billick has a chance.
I didn't expect that.
I gotta teach Retro how to do the charge.
That's worse than Ninja Gaiden.
Well, Ninja
That's
Gaiden's a horrible
6-2.
game, so everything's worse than Ninja Gaiden.
But Jaws,
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by that's worse than Ninja Gaiden?
the death at the final boss putting you back.
Oh, okay.
Jaws getting full health once again.
Is Billick gonna take this back?
Baby
or is
Shark is on the screen.
Baby
I don't think he
Shark
can do this.
causing him-
How many
I
baby
don't
sharks
think-
would he get in this
in this
encounter though?
I think there's more. This is Billick takes a death. Retro has a chance. As long
On
as
the
he
encounter.
can close it on the charge this time.
Power 3. What a comeback. What's Billick gonna go for, by the way? Oh, he is not resetting. He is going for it with Power 2. Yes. So you lose
Well,
a power
he has enough
level.
shells that he could maybe re-get up to 3.
Wonderful. Yes. That's probably what I should have done. Anyway.
What an upset.
Mashing, by the way.
Come on,
mashing
Retro.
technique.
Come on. Give us a story to tell.
Do you think he's the newest Jaws runner of
Who?
the batch here, Professor Retro?
Retro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
probably picked it up
He
a
was
week
the last one
ago.
He was the last one to post a time up. You're right.
So that just shows you what you can do. You can get involved with these races real quick.
Retro.
But here we go.
Come on, Retro.
Come on.
Come
Throw
on.
it up
Don't,
in
don't
chat.
line up too early. Don't line up too early. Pick a side and wait.
He needs those bless Shark NG.
Retro has got himself back up to power 3.
Oh my he faked me.
Oh, but he is in another encounter now.
A shallow.
Is this probably encounter 6? Maybe 7? No, this would be be encounter 7.
Too close. Rebounds.
Was it too close?
Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, he gets one more chance. Oh, come on. Come on, baby. Come on.
Oh, okay.
You got
That's
it. No,
too
too close. Rebound.
That's too
Oh,
close,
he had
buddy.
a chance. He had the chance on the rebound.
He lined up for you. You can't wait too
Ooh,
long.
full health again.
It's got to be on that black line, pretty much. That's pretty much what you're going for. Go. No. Oh. Now he did the rebound, and now Jaws is at full power again.
He's still going for it.
Oh, of course. Well, he's not out yet.
Are you aware of any Jaws race ever happening before?
No.
This is
I think
why.
This is the first ever. This is the first.
This is
Jaws
why,
race.
people.
Well. Okay.
It's Jaws. It's Jaws' damn fault.
People have only had some of these racers have only had a few weeks to really handle the game and learn it.
Like Jaws would be any.
I think if this became a regular thing, which it won't be, but if it was, we'd maybe see some more consistency on the
lining up the kills for sure, yeah. But still, I mean, just guessing where there's 4 movements that Jaws does. Oh, this is a race right here.
Looks like Billick has a chance here.
Yeah, he is mashing like crazy.
Just because Retro has just had 2. Oh!
Yep.
That speedy stingray.
It's almost what the same thing happened last time to him.
Let's see what Billick does here. Billick is very experienced with these stabs. He knows to wait to the side, a line for the end. Boom! Billick takes it. Wow! What a race!
Like you said,
a race.
Once he got a chance at Jaws, 100%.
Retro did not seal the deal there. He's going to have to go in for another encounter here. Jaws did heal up a little bit because of that, but not fully this time.
How many times do you think Professor Retro has hit that button during this run?
6. Which button you're talking about? The
B button.
Chart? The B button. Oh, the B button. Oh, I don't know. Thought you meant the button for making Jaws jump out of the water.
The easy button. Remember when that was a thing?
Let's see if Retro can close this out. One last stab. Don't line up too early. Wait to his side. Wait for him to come to you. Or get him on the rebound. That can work sometimes.
That was a very early stab, too, but he got it. He gave him a present. And that was a very good showing from Professor Retro in that match in this tournament.
Yeah, if it wasn't for those two charge scenes, he would have won this. He was so close to pulling an upset and knocking Billick out of this tournament.
He held it together though and finished that run, and I give him a lot of credit for that.
Absolutely. It takes.
All right, now Peco de Guile was going to do an interpretive dance that described the events of Jaws 3. We couldn't get the rights to the first two Jaws movies. Even the second one, can you believe that? It was still too expensive. He was going to do that. We had it all queued up and ready to go. But he's in the finals now. And he has to get ready to race. And he has to get the restream set up ready. So I think we're just going to have to scrap the interpretive dance and just go on with the races. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry, guys. And there's we're not going to do it after the race. It wouldn't be timely.
Yeah, but just know that in rehearsal, just like a hammerhead shark do, he nailed it.
Farewell and adieu to you, fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu.
What, did I say something?
Spain.
Yeah.
For
Hammerhead
we've
shark.
received orders for to sail back to
yeah, I did mention a shark.
And so never more
puns
shall
sometimes.
we see you
I'm starting to
again.
get it. I'm starting to get how this works. Hey, Lucky Ump, you can dance. We didn't say that you guys can dance. It's just that
Yeah. Go on,
Peco is,
everybody.
Yeah, I mean he's dressed for it too. He is in this.
You can dance if you want to.
You can leave your sharks
don't have
behind.
any favorite.
See, it's easy as that. You just throw a shark in there, makes everything shark related.
Oh, something I did made all my favorite emotes go away.
You know, something I did is giving me gas, and I think it might be that quarter flounder I ate earlier from McDonald's. Oh, I should not do that before races next time.
Oh, are we doing best of 3 for the final matchup?
It looks like it. Best of 3. What do you think?
I was not aware that was the format, but I'm being
you
told
think,
that
Chat?
now, and I'm fine.
I think these people are going to finish this out in 6
Bill,
minutes or
so
less.
we're gonna take a little break. It looks like because the final matchup is going to be a best of 3.
Okay, so everybody's got to get lubed up, I guess. You know, extra stretches. What do you think Billick does to stretch for his gaming sessions?
Well, he is a Castlevania man, so his stretches are like the whip it move. You know,
The whip it move, yes. Yeah, a lot of
he plays. You know, he stretches to the Dio song. You know, whip it good.
You're right. I thought you said the Ronnie James Dio song. And I thought you were talking about.
Well, I just said Dio. Isn't that the name of that band? Isn't it Dio?
That would be Devo.
Devo. Oh, I'm sorry. I really thought the same exact band that did Holy Diver also did Whip It.
Well, I get Shark Wahlberg and Shark Zuckerberg mixed up all the time. I think they're the same person. So, you know, no shade here.
There's no shade under the ocean.
I don't know. Have you ever seen The Little Mermaid? There's some pretty dark parts in there. I just asked Chuckles. He's got a lot of thoughts on that movie specifically. And the NES Master, if he's lurking in there. Yeah, he likes Ariel too. Any Ariel fans in chat? Any Ariel emotes in chat is what I want to see.
Ariel used to be my favorite princess.
Used to be.
Well, there's better princesses now. We've got some great Disney movies these days.
You like the girl from Turning Red? Is that what you're trying to say?
I've not seen Turning Red.
Okay, that's a no. That's a defiant no. I just want to throw that out there.
does guys? But does Maribel from Encanto count as a princess?
You know, I think she sort of is like a lineage. Like if Grandma Alma is the queen or whatever, then Mirabelle
like
is the princess.
They never use those kind of terms, but the Madrigal family clearly like runs that town.
Yeah, and she's going to inherit the crown, the throne. You know what I'm saying? Game of Thrones, by the way, coming out. House of Dragons, and Triple H is running WWE right now. Speaking of Thrones, God, what else can we throw in here? Sponsorships. We have so many sponsorships tonight.
Oh gosh. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine, kids.
And Tang, and we're ready. Speaking of Tang, we are ready to go. We gotta get to. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and clonka.
Oh, are we counting down here? We are.
Best of 3.
Oh, whoops. Okay, so this is Peco de Guile versus Billick, but it says ProfessorRetro. That is a mistake.
And I would just like to point out that Billick on the right side is 1 second or so behind Peco in the feed. Just in case it gets down to that. Wouldn't that be amazing if we had to be like, but wait a minute.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there will be.
Time until we can get to the next race because we have to frame count.
You know, Billick is being very consistent on the bottom, and Peco is kind of wandering a bit, trying to get jellyfish.
That's right. I do not like chasing the jellyfish when I'm in an unscripted situation. I try. It
takes about 2 seconds for the jellyfish to despawn.
Yeah, let them despawn themselves. Focus on the stingrays.
I agree. Here we are, though. They are neck and neck in the same encounter. It looks like they're going for the same sort of route as well.
Yeah, this little.
But look at Peco once again chasing jellyfish. We'll see if it costs any time on the
same shell
exit.
count. They're doing the exact.
That's incredible.
They're getting the exact same shells, but Billick is a little ahead on points.
And Baby Shark encounter, but not too far ahead. Not too far ahead. Peco now has more shells. It's not going to matter after the bonus.
Yeah.
And Billick is probably going to finish out this quicker as well. The reason that we can't change the name under Billick's screen is because Peco is the one that has to do that. And he's kind of busy preparing for his interpretive dance later. Look at the symmetry, the reverse mirror symmetry of this. This is beautiful. These jellyfish coming from different sides, well, and them nailing them. Okay, we've got enough shells to finish this out. On Billick's side.
Billick gets the 30 for 30. He only needs 3,000 more points to unlock the submarine, and he is likely to get into a third encounter before Jaws, so he should be able to do that. Here comes his third encounter. It is shallow. That is fortunate as long as he stays safe. It being in a shallow means those stingrays are going to despawn earlier, or any stingrays he missed will despawn earlier, get the encounter going a little quicker. But in this third encounter, the sort of safety barrier that does help you keep safe from whatchamacallit.
The jellyfish spawning below you.
It does get a little smaller.
Yeah.
Where is the submarine? Ooh, the submarine must be in the northeast. That is the most distant location to go get it. I'm not sure if Billick is going to bother. He might just settle for subless power 3.
He's good enough to pull it off, but he's yep. Woo! Oh, look at this, pulling in different powers, but looks so pretty. Looks so pretty. But there's just been mirror images.
Billick is not going for the submarine. He's going straight
Pico
for
is
Jaws.
learning how to drive this boat, by the way. I think he needs to do some real any percent routes. That's just my recommendation, Pico. After this, he's got the boat
When are
driving.
you going to get back to do run on the death route?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, me? Yeah, right after this,
Yeah.
I think. I'm going to do that Power 1. I don't know if I'll do a Power 9, but Death Route, yes. Yeah, no more Race Route, Death Route. Here we go, though. Speaking of Death Route, Jaws is on his Death Route on both screens.
Billick,
Not too far off, but Billick
a little
with
bit
that.
ahead.
Look at the speeds of the mashes. Pico keeping close. I suppose that helps if you're mashing to still stay close.
Yeah. There's a limit of 3 pieces of ammunition on the screen at once. So if you stay too far away, you'll have the 3 on screen. You'll notice sometimes that you're missing shots. You know, there's less ammo getting out there.
But it could be like a logarithmic gain here. You know, you don't need to stay right on Jaws, but as long as you.
No. There's an optimal. I usually think about it as like, you know.
And I think that's the difference between Pico and Billick here. Pico has been trying to stay way on Jaws, and then he comes off him. But Billick has just been consistently trying to stay a distance from Jaws. Here we go. Oh, he's got it.
First, let's see how it goes. He does got it. There we go. Boom with the stab.
That's
Straight in the heart. 1 of 3. Billick takes the first of 3 in this final matchup.
It's been about 10 seconds between runners here, and if he gets him right here, it'll be about 20 seconds. Oh my lord, he got it!
Ooh,
look at that!
Boom! Not too far behind.
That looked like the same Jaws route too. That looked like they got the same spawn.
That is possible for that to happen.
Yeah, they're consistent. This is great.
Great job. GG to our racers. We'll get Billick's appropriate name up on the screen here. Hopefully.
You know what? Since you complained, you get no name at all. We're going to punish you, Scott. It's Peco de Guile versus no one because I control... No, he's not like that. He's the complete opposite. Pico would take his own name off the screen if it made you happy. Look at that painting, by the way. It's so... I like the editorial.
Billick got a 4:45 finish in his round.
Wow, in a race route.
That is not too far off of his PB, is it? Let me take a look here.
For any percent?
Or Deathless, which is the same. Okay, he has a 4:23. It's his PB in both categories.
Incredible.
So not too far off. Not too far off PB there. Billick, sorry, is on the right.
When did Billick achieve his Power 9 run?
Oh, that was a long time ago. About a year ago, maybe.
It might be time to give that the old try again. You know, see if anything's gotten any better from all this racing, because stuff looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, it was in June of last year, so a year and 2 months ago. Billick got that Power 9 world record, took that from Jam Eveler, who had it for quite a long time before that.
A lot of new blood in the water. It's great.
Yeah.
And this
I just did my first. Yeah, that's right. I just did my first Power 9 run this morning and joined Polsvoice and Billick as the only other. The 3 of us are the only people who have runs in all 3 categories, and I jokingly referred to that as the Yacht Club.
Okay, I changed my mind. So, I'm doing all 3 categories now. I have to be part of this Yacht Club. I have the perfect
join the Yacht Club.
hat for it.
Even Slackinator's not a member of the Yacht Club yet.
Oh my god! He would. Yeah,
he hasn't done the power categories.
That's dumb. I don't want to do that. He would say it was dumb. He would use his dumb emote. And I'm not saying his emotes are dumb. He literally
I'm an any percent guy. I'm an any percent guy. My name's Slackinator. I'm an any percent guy. Yeah.
Slack, if you're listening.
He was going to do a Power 1 when we first created Power 1. He's like, ooh, I kind of want to do this. And But
I think it sounds
he's
up
got a
his
lot.
alley.
He's got a lot of big projects on his plate.
Yeah.
He's really dedicated to doing the Z2.
He also has a life
right now. And children and a
well,
wife in addition to the other life that he
that's part of
he has life.
part of it.
He's created life.
He has created life.
Created life. He has lives.
Life that is trying to take his life.
He doesn't have a life. He doesn't have a life. He has lives that he is responsible.
He's responsible for lives.
Just like you, sir. Just like you.
No, well, I try not to think about that too much. Look at that! Look, Peco has finally gone down to the bottom of the ocean here. It looks like he
we have
might
the
have
run.
been
The
listening
run
to
has
us.
started, and I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, look at me.
Yeah, well, they've seen it before. Everybody is an expert in this run, so they all know.
Yeah, no,
they get it.
They don't need us.
Stars, crab, shells. Yeah, we get it.
First encounter, not too many shells.
Oh,
in that first
Peco.
encounter, shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Pico getting a deep encounter for the second, and I am interested to see the time difference here.
Yeah, it's as long as he kills everything and collects
gets low
stuff quickly. So
the
now
jellyfish are about twice as long. It seems like
more than that,
deep
almost.
screen.
So that is gonna hurt him a little bit on time. Billick getting only shell number 4 there.
Ooh.
Not enough points to get 30,000 if he gets a perfect bonus scene. He'll be a little shy, but he'll probably get into a third encounter and have the opportunity to get the 30K.
Yeah, I think we're on Shell Watch. I think Billick's Shell Watch is the story for the second match right here. I think that's the narrative. If Peco can,
what do you mean?
If he somehow can't get the shells,
he'll get it.
Short.
Oh well, no, he's not short. Well, he's gonna get potentially 10 if he has a perfect bonus scene here. He only needs 9. Okay, he just missed the jellyfish. He's not gonna get okay. He needs 9. He needs 9. He needs at least 27. He got 29. He's gonna get the 9. He has his 13 shells.
Look at the synchronicity on the screens, though. Peco with a good bonus screen somehow. They both got the same number, but Peco just did it so much faster.
Yeah, Billick was only a little bit delayed on the startup, right?
Are there frame rules for the
no.
Because it seemed like Peco's was longer there for the transmitter.
There's no frame rules that.
I'm known to hallucinate.
I think you're completely off your rocker, Grandpa. We're getting a little bit of lag on Billick's side. I don't know if that's gonna affect our ability to.
Don't worry, he's recording this on VHS.
Here.
He'll send in the tape. We will authenticate it.
Well, good.
Later this week.
That's good. I only have a Betamax player though.
That's probably worth something.
So he's gonna have to send that tape to somewhere else.
Look at this. Look at this. The driving by Peco.
Betamax.
The driving by Peco. Wow.
So they're pretty much neck and neck. Just waiting on Jaws to come to them.
But see, Peco's a masher.
Some drop frames from Billick's stream. It looks like. I don't know if it's.
You'll notice on the cannonballs, Peco mashed and Billick had his timed route, and Billick ended up taking off 3 of Jaws' health, while Peco only took off 2. And that's the difference between if you're going to try to mash those cannonballs and if you're going to try to actually get the exact number by timing them out.
It's very dangerous to mash with the cannonballs, because if you miss, those ammo stay on screen for a while before, because they count towards your limit of 3 ammo on screen. So you don't want to mash with those cannonballs and risk missing. Ooh, Billick having to stay safe from some of these stingrays here.
But now
shell opportunity gave Peco some time to catch up. We are neck and neck here almost. Ooh, Billick's a little bit ahead, but Peco has a chance here. This could come down to the stab. Billick is a little bit ahead, but Peco's not too far behind.
He just shot a jellyfish.
Watch out for that
in the middle.
stingray. Oh, okay.
They got different jellyfish.
They do have different jellyfish, which means they're going to have a different charge sequence. Billick here.
Oh, they're both on one.
Both down to one. Billick's down to 0. Okay, Billick going to the Jaws fight now, to the Jaws charge now.
Frozen handshake!
Pico not too far behind. Is Billick going to be able to get the stab?
Oh my God, he's
is
not gonna get
on
it.
the first wave.
Oh,
not on the first
he
wave.
almost got the rebound. Oh, he slows him down.
Pico.
Slows him down.
No. That was too far to the right, and he can't get the rebound. This is coming down to the stab, everyone. Billick's going to get his second chance right now.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. No, he doesn't.
No, he does not. He does not. Pico.
Yes.
Pico takes it! Pico takes it!
Woo-wee!
That's 1-1. We are going to a race 3.
Wow. Oh, this is better than I ever imagined. Oh.
This is exciting. What a matchup. What a race. Ooh, Billick hasn't even gotten Jaws yet. He is struggling here. Even when you do have experience with the stab and have the strategy down of waiting to a particular side, things can still go poorly, and we're seeing that here on Billick's screen. He has 1 strobe left. If he has a missed strobe right here, Jaws will fully heal. Oh no, okay. He's got to be really, really careful when he uses his strobe, because if he uses up this last strobe and misses, then Jaws will be fully healed. He will have to fight Jaws again, or more likely forfeit the match. But there he goes. He gets it. GG
what
to
a
Billick.
move.
GG to both our racers. What a race. We are going into a race 3 between these two racers.
This is
what
incredible.
A matchup. This is incredible.
I am so happy that this happened. And it's like, what's that term when someone is in a tournament and it's not Cinderella, but it's like Katy Perry has a song about it, I think. Shark Horse. Yeah. Peco was definitely the shark horse of this tournament, I think. And look at him in the finals, about 1 win away from getting that Lady Gaga painting from the favorite.
Shark Horse. What a race. I'm still my hair, the few hairs that I have on my body are standing up.
Billick in Discord says, "I'm ready to go whenever."
Ready.
Very aggressively.
Yeah, Billick is talking so much trash. I mean, you guys can't read this, but man,
that's how he is.
Wrestling match
Pico too.
Here.
Jeez,
These
like
two guys.
sailors.
I'm joking, by the way.
I mean, this is just like a beautiful symphony of music, like Dire Straits and
our jaws are dropping here. Man, we keep the puns coming, everybody. Keep the puns coming.
So this is the third one, right? Of the trilogy.
This is the rubber. This is the rubber match.
Like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
They have each won one race.
And here we go.
And it comes down to this.
Billick is about 10 seconds behind. Yep.
I didn't do a real count there, but
they both do the fish hook method. Peco is getting down, missing some jellyfish. Billick can make up time with a great screen.
I mean, if things come down to the way they were in that last one,
2 crabs.
We might have to do a frame count, especially.
See, the thing is, here's the thing about the manip. For a second, I was like, "Is Billick doing the manip?" But then he missed a jellyfish, and all my thoughts of him doing a manip went out the window.
It's very hard to tell if someone's manipping.
It's incredibly difficult.
There also it invokes a philosophical discussion about where do you draw the line between a manip and then just taking advantage of early game predictability?
Correct.
Like, so, you know, have you ever seen someone play Mario and go like, well, he knew the mushroom was going to be there, man.
Yeah, right.
It's not fair for him if he knows the mushroom is there. So there's a fine line. I don't even know where it is, and that's the reason we don't have an official no manip category on speedrun.com. It's just you can't police it. It's so hard to enforce. But here for this race, we're kind of just going off the honor system, and I haven't seen anything that appears to be egregious or anything.
No,
so.
And of course, you know, we have boat routes, but that doesn't really count. You know, that's easy.
Nah,
enough
no, that getting to the
devise.
first encounter, you know, do whatever you want, and then for the first few kills, even if it looks kind of ordered,
and
it's fine,
it shows
then,
that, like, you know, you can get a decent time even on the any percent board. You can get a 5-minute something, or a Billick just got sub 5-minute something with a no manip. You don't have to learn a manipulation to still get a time on the board.
The fastest non-manipped run on the board is Jam Evil at a 3:53, I believe.
Wow.
So that would be the time to beat if anyone wants to commit to a no manip style of play. Peco is now here in his third encounter
with 13 shells.
Has a chance to get to 30,000 points.
Oh, wouldn't that be something if all of a sudden
Billick is in
went for
encounter 4? Billick is in encounter 4 here, it looks like.
He has the points.
Or is this 3?
Pico's trying to go back, get some power. And Billick is on power 1. Pico's getting the sub. This is incredible. We saw it. I can't wait to see this.
There it is.
Now, what do you... Now, when I get the submarine, I'm not used to it, and it's like, whoa, I can't control this. Do you think Peco de Guile, having raced all night, not having the sub, is going to encounter any sort of, oh my gosh, you know?
Yeah. It's the submarine can be very... The word I will use is unwieldy. It's
the closest thing to ice physics there is in this game. But it's extremely fast.
Fair.
And there's a damage bonus as well, correct?
The cannonballs from the submarine do double damage compared to your harpoon.
Oh, and he has cannonballs because he's power 3 with the sub?
Well, just the submarine has cannonballs in general. But they're
secrets of Jaws.
Double damage compared to not having it at all. That is giving him a huge leg up
advantage
here. You can see Jaws' hit points are going down a lot.
Watch out for those stingray spawns, though.
He is going to have to watch out for those stingrays.
He's
this is dangerous.
in the thick of it.
This is really dangerous. Luckily, the submarine is also an extra hit point. So if he gets hit, he can just go back to... He'll just become a diver again. But
wouldn't it be cool if there was a damage
beautiful.
transfer?
This is beautiful. Oh, he was shooting in the wrong direction there for a little bit. But here we go. Here we go. He is first, but like what we saw for last run, this could.
Oh my God, he's going to do it! No!
No!
It was
a little off center, maybe a little close, but I think mostly it was
too close.
Off center.
It was both. Yeah, both those things. Meanwhile, Billick is still, not free.
Okay.
Still got to pull this out.
Billick has a chance here. He's going to do it here.
He's going to do it.
Think so?
He's gonna get to the fight. Peco let him. Oh, here we go. Oh geez. Billick, it's his game to win.
First snap.
Oh, it's Pico's game to win now. Oh my lord. Now it's Billick's game to win again. Oh, this is like a champion prize fight.
Late.
Oh!
That's a miss.
That's right. Billick started about almost 10 seconds late.
It's all gone. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's coming down to the stab.
This is Jaws. This is Jaws. It's been highlighted the whole entire evening.
Come on, Peco. Yes! Whoa! With the upset.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord!
Oh, wait a
While
minute.
doing all the
Wait a minute.
restream.
Billick. Oh, if Billick had gotten that stab, we might have had to do.
Oh, the
done
10
a-
seconds. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he
oh,
missed
much
it.
closer than we
Peco
even
takes
thought.
it. That is an official victory for Pico. I'm calling it.
I am
What
calling
an
it as
upset.
well. It's been double
What an
adjudicated.
upset.
And Billick
What?
finishing strong.
Finishing strong. What a race. Wow. Peco de Guile taking the dub from the veteran, Billick.
Definitely. That's
Can we
the
get
story
these
here.
racers in here and talk to both of them maybe? Is that something we wanted to do? That's not really something we planned. That's something either of
If
them
you
are
would like to
interested in.
interview the racers, I think that would be an excellent idea.
Well, Pico is the winner. He's easy, but let's ask Billick if he's willing to come in here for an interview.
Pico, hop on this mic and get this party started with the interviews, please. Since we want to hear from you. Oh my lord, this is what it's all about. That went better than I could have even ever imagined. Oh, Jaws, people. We need more. Jaws at GDQ. Jaws races at GDQ. Here we go.
Oh, no. Here we go.
The race route. Tell Slack to make a Jaws race route for GDQ. Zelda 2 and Jaws. There we go.
I don't even think Jaws at GDQ as a as just like a regular thing is a good idea. It is not a marathon-friendly speed run.
You know, it looked marathon-friendly tonight with a few of these runners.
This was interesting. This was fun. It's interesting. I loved what happened here. I mean, I'm not against organizing this again sometime, but we need a bigger community, I think. I think it'd be nice if we had a much bigger starting pool of racers, but you know, it's a small game.
Here's a good thing about
to the
this.
Salsa Shack for bringing this interest to the game and getting this organized and set up. This has been great. This has been awesome.
2 weeks of Jawgust left almost.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
So if and take it from ProfessorRetro, who learned this all of what you saw a week ago, you still have time to do this in the month of August and get on that board and get ready for whatever the next Jaws event may be. Jaws 2.
Jaws 2.
Is that the one that happens underground in a space station? Anyways, do we have Pico on the line or anybody, Billick?
Well, they're both here in the chat. Billick, let's maybe talk to you first. Is your mic ready? Are you on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's up? What a race! Really great showing.
Yeah, I hope everyone had fun watching that.
It kept coming down to the stab on those last couple of races.
Yeah, Jaws was really trolling me those last 2 races.
Which one? There was a race where you got into like 6 encounters or something.
Yeah, I got ambushed on the way to the port, and that just completely messed up the encounters. And yeah, I ended up taking extra encounters and taking a death because I had the Jaws fight was on the one with the sideways jellies.
Right. So yeah, Jaws encountered you, and that became your 4th encounter, I believe. But then because of what kind of mayhem
that basically messed up the orange, the crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. That made it possible to hit a trigger for a 5th encounter when normally people would only expect to get 3 encounters, but because of that artificial 4th encounter there, it opened up the door for a 5th and I think maybe even a 6th. That was rough, but that wasn't what knocked you out. It was this best of 3 here at the end. I'm glad it went all 3. You won 1, and Pico got the last 2.
Yeah, Pico was super consistent. That was pretty awesome. But everything was sub 6. That makes it, puts the pressure on because he's going to put up a good time, and I have to put up a good time to win. So that made it fun.
Let's make sure that we're getting a shout out for our racers here. Do we have shout out commands set up? Maybe not. I don't know if Peco has not unmuted himself yet. I don't know if Peco has anything to say.
Yeah, that was super fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Oh, no worries. That I thought it was funny. The sorry, it was very funny.
We gonna go fishing.
Yeah.
Pico, they can't. The chat says they can't hear you, Pico.
Oh. Well, I was hearing you here in Discord. He's just saying how awful he thinks everyone in chat is, that you're the worst audience he's ever had to put up with. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. Your puns are really off. And yeah, you're just a whole bunch of, you're just all ungrateful. He's just talking about what a bunch of ingrates you all are. Can we hear it? Okay, we're still working on this. So as Noisepolice mentioned before we leave, we still got some time left here in August. So if there's anyone watching who wants to participate in Jawgust festivities, you have time. And of course, you can always play the game whenever you want. You don't have to stop at the end of August, but the Salsa Shack crew is moving on to other fishing activities, as was mentioned, next month. But the waters are always open for Jaws, and I'm always available to help anyone who wants to learn in whatever way you want to learn it. There are routes if you're willing to learn and run a scripted route, but if you don't want to learn RNG manipulations, you can compete too. Most of our categories do not have RNG manipulated world records right now. Well, I guess half of our categories. The 2 power categories are what I would think of as unscripted. Those there are unscripted world records you can compete for. Any percent, if you wanted to go for world record in that, you'd have to follow a script. And same with Deathless. And as Zero just said, the script isn't as bad as once you get used to it. You do have to put in the time to learn it. There is a learning curve. But then once the muscle memory is there, running it, and just getting some runs done, you'll get some times posted up quickly once you're started to get your runs going.
Okay, I think that they can hear me now. I think.
Can we get some confirmation from chat?
Does anyone want to confirm? You can hear
Peco de Guile?
You can hear.
If you can hear Peco de Guile spewing hate.
Right.
No, okay, never mind. Okay, no. All right, he's on.
Okay, sorry about that.
I can stop lying about you.
I'm over here spinning some plates and obviously dropped a few. And SpaceColonizer he's improv.
just doing the best I can.
I appreciate
For the record,
it.
This is the first time I've ever been on comms for an event, so this is kind of new territory for me.
Well, you did fantastic, chat. If you could just let SpaceColonizer know how much that we all appreciate him and all of his coaching and cheerleading and commentating and all that. Just let him know he's been great. There's a couple people I want to thank: all the racers, ProfessorRetro, Noisepolice for braving it out, Polsvoice, and of course Billick. Billick was, man, you are intimidating as hell. I said so earlier, but no one heard it. So, and sorry for mislabeling your name there at the end. But a couple of quick thank yous to Avodrock and Noise for coming up on comms. Lady Galaga for the amazing painting. Holy crap. Just funded that and is shipping that all on her own. It was her own incentive and initiative. Just that's a wonderful gift and prize. And thank you for spreading your wonderful art and for being a part of the Salsa Chat community and throwing down for us. And another special shout out to Creloce. So if Creloce is still here, whether you hear it or not, or you catch it on the VOD, whatever, thank you so much for all of the amazing posters and Photoshop artwork that you have also thrown down. It's folks like all of y'all that make the Salsa Shack a special place. Like, it wouldn't be a community owned and operated Discord and event hub if it weren't for you guys throwing down, and y'all make it great. So thanks so much. Yeah, the Topps cards, those are 87 Topps cards. Those are from Avodrock42. He put those together. There are sadly no physical copies available right now, but I don't know. Maybe if you hound Avodrock enough, he will be like life and find a way. Mad props to SpaceColonizer and Noisepolice for the Jaws puns. I think they ran a little long in the tooth.
Yeah, I want to apologize up front for the punishment y'all endured.
So yeah, okay, that's where I need to stop. That's where I need to probably call it right there. But
the pun. What about the punfishment?
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know where you're going with that, and I want to
get the hook.
Fish.
Nah.
Fish. No. Okay. I'll see myself.
I don't even own a gun, let alone mini guns that would necessitate an entire rack. Space, what am I gonna do with a gun rack? Okay, mad silence. Mad silence. That is where I know that we need to go. So thank you all for participating in this wonderful Jawgust. Like Noise said, there's a couple of weeks left to go get a time on the board, and that still means that you are a participant of Jawgust. And we do have another event coming up next month. I can't talk too much about it. We don't have an official release yet, but it does rhyme with
Sad Darlin.
Pooh Barlin? Sad Garland? It is another seafaring adventure, so get ready for more of that. I'm ready for my heart to like go calm down a little bit. Billick had me on fire. Jaws had me on fire. I'm winded. And yeah, thank you everyone.
Did a great job hosting. Thank you for hosting this. I know you pulled double duty being a racer and running all of the scenes and switching all of the feeds and everything. So big shout out to Peco de Guile, not only for winning, but for making this event happen. Like, you put it on, man. Good job.
Heck yeah. Oh, something that wait, was I muted when I said the whole community thing? That you guys are awesome? The community is awesome? I wasn't muted for that, right?
I think you were. You could say it again. They are awesome.
It's people like you who are making art, doing goofy things, being part of the community, and helping this community owned and operated channel, Discord, community, event hub happen. So thank you all for that. There was a couple of recent boosts in the Discord too. Thank you to Deshana and Alti. You guys are freaking maniacal. Thanks for just throwing down, and thank you for being a friend. And I think that's probably where I need to call it. Thanks, Space.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Shell.
Thanks to our audience. Thanks for watching.
All right, stick around. We are going to have a fantastic raid here briefly. So thanks for hanging out. Happy Jawgust.
And thanks Salsa Shack for putting this on. Thanks